Hello out there in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. Got a few things on the turntable for you this week, so we'll get started here. First we'll go with this guy. So you can see a Boker Burnley Quaken with carbon fiber scales. Get a nice look at these. Just nice round contouring on them. Oh, hello. There we go. What? So twill fiber scales, and then we did the Dietz flipper mod, as well as a detent mod, because these things are crazy hard detents coming out of the factory. And then we also did a acid stonewash on the blade. The gentleman had asked for the logos to be completely gone. So I actually ended up doing the acid wash on this thing like 3 times just to make sure everything was completely gone, and then putting a new edge on it. Anytime somebody sends me a knife, I'm gonna touch it up unless you say specifically not to. I mean, some people are pretty picky about sharpening their knives, specific angles and whatnot, but anytime you send me your knife, I'm going to send it back sharper than you gave it to me. I also do sharpening on my Edge Pro Apex, but that's generally a little bit extra because that takes a little bit of time. But for example, when I did the acid wash on this, it took everything off of it. It completely destroys the edge when you dip it in acid. Whoop. Not as easy as it should be when you're doing this through a camera, but just to give you an idea, it comes out. I'm going to put a good edge on it. There you go. Boom! More so because this is at a weird angle than anything else, but you can see it's plenty sharp. So yeah, Boker Burnley Quaken, flipper mod, acid wash, custom carbon fiber scales. I threw a lanyard on there for him too, just to have some fun with it. If he doesn't like it, he can cut it off. Next up, here's a variation of an anso pattern, a new pattern that I was messing around with. This was a junk scale. It didn't quite turn out the way I wanted to. The pocket didn't work. It's for what was this for? Like a tremor. It's been sitting in my junk box for a while. So I just wanted to try out new pattern ideas, and I did more like an offset scallop on here. And you can see it results in a pretty cool, pretty funky pattern. So, I don't know, new pattern variation. I'll probably play around with that a little bit, get it looking really good. But yeah, I think it's a cool start. Alright, here's something for ya. Here is a paring knife that I made. I actually started with a blank. It was really, just a generic, a really big fat round handle and a big long pointy blade. And I've had this design, kind of sketched up for a while. I wanted to do a Santoku style paring knife as a gift for someone. So yeah, I took basically a blank and then I just kind of reprofiled it, made it my own, slapped some handles on it. So this is 410 stainless steel. I put a hand satin finish on it, so you can see. Of course, I've got that Santoku style front blade. Put an edge back on it on the apex, so this is and that is definitely going to chop. This will be a fun one to use. So yeah, we got that Santoku style front, matched the angles here and here. I wanted to go for like almost like an urban Asian, I don't know what you'd call it. But yeah, just kind of like a funky look to it. So you can see the handles. I've got a carbon fiber top, Purple G10 on the bottom, and then when you look at the tang here, it's hard to catch. Maybe I'll toss some pictures up for you. There you go, you can kind of see it. But I've got the purple, and then there's a black liner and then a purple liner right up against the tang to really just make this thing pop. Yeah, when you're holding it and looking at it, it's really cool. And then I've got the hard bevels all the way around. So like a hexagonal kind of handle in the back. So it's got those hard angles. And then, whoop, jeez, lose focus. So it's got those hard angles and it's got hard bevels. and then satin steel all over the place. All in all, this thing turned out freaking awesome. The next one of these I do is just going to be a full 100% custom from just bar stock or something like that, because this got going pretty quick. The only thing I really can't do here is heat treat, so that's why I kind of opted for the blank. Either way, I really like the overall look, the overall feel. The purple is really freaking cool. But this knife is sharp as hell, and I think it's gonna be pretty darn cool. Mosaic pins. See if we can take a peek at those real quick. There you go. Some mosaic pins. You can see those hard bevels all over. You see a little bit of that purple liner peeking out. So yeah, that's what we got on the tables for you this week. I got still lots of stuff lined up on the project bench, so stop by again soon, and yeah, we'll see what we got next week. Peace.